Oh. Hello, Tommy.
Oh, hey, yeah, well, the last month of 2024.
Yay.
Yeah, good riddance, because for one, 2024 sucked.
Yes, I know. 2024 is straight up garbage.
I know, from all the different traders to the straight up garbage movies or shows they made this year.
Yeah. But there's some redeeming things about 2024. Here's some redeeming things.
One of them has to be my 20th birthday.
And it, and another redeeming thing is, what's another redeeming? I think there might be a redeeming thing about me.
You've improved a lot.
And yeah, another thing that made you mostly happy because that I lost hatred on War World and Yo Gabba Gabba because I felt bad for hating both because they're from my childhood.
Yeah, same here. Another, but yeah, like the fact that but yeah, like another redeeming thing I will definitely point out is like that Foxy the Fox 110, aka that one user I told you about that was bullying my friend Leah for doing child abuse and did like pedophilia and CP, got arrested the other day.
Yes, he deserves a huge time.
And another user called Palace/Alexa closed her account to avoid backlash after also being a creep.
Oh yes, and also another thing I made some I regret making a lot of false rip-off claims. Like one of them is when I hated Blaze and the Monster Machines, I hated it because it was a rip-off to Cars. Thank God I stopped saying that.
Yeah, because for one, Cars and Blaze doesn't literally have anything in common. For one, Cars is made by Disney and Pixar and is made Cars and there's no humans, while Blaze does have humans and it's made in 2014 and made by Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah, that's the most important thing. I don't that there's no humans in Cars, so Blaze is definitely not a rip-off.
Well, don't get me wrong, there was the race car miniseries, but that still doesn't count.
Yeah. All right. What's another false rip-off claim I regret making? No, this was before I joined YouTube, but before I joined YouTube, I remember saying that Nihao Kylan is a rip-off to Dora the Explorer, since everyone is saying that. But thank God I stopped saying that, because for one thing, both of them are on Nick Jr., so like that can't be true.
Yeah, and a second thing, While both of them have like a female protagonist, they both speak different languages, Spanish and Chinese respectively.
And yeah, and they both have animal friends.
Yeah, well, Dora the Explorer, we have a monkey, an iguana, a bull, and a squirrel. While New
While
York
Kylan
Island,
has a tiger, a monkey, a koala, a rhino, and an elephant.
yeah, and of course, and another thing I do have to say is like Dora lives with her mom and her dad and her grandma slash abuela, and Kylan has her grandpa.
Yeah, that's definitely not true. And another thing is that Kylan and Dora both had a crossover.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing one Nintendo DS game that had both characters in it. Another false ripoff. Speaking of Dora, there's another false ripoff claim I regret making: Go Dare Go being a ripoff to Dora the Explorer. That ripoff claim is bull crap. Because for one thing, Go Dare Go is a spin-off to Dora the Explorer, not a ripoff.
Yeah. And besides, Diego is Dora's cousin.
Another thing, Diego has a backpack that can transform, while Dora has a backpack that carries anything she needs. So that can't be true. And plus, Diego has a jaguar as his sidekick, while Dora has a monkey on his sidekick. So that's definitely not a ripoff. So yeah, that's not true. Definitely not true. Oh yes, and here's another false ripoff claim that I'm now regret making. Alright, let's see. What's a false ripoff claim I regret making? Oh, I know. Octonauts being a ripoff to Wildcrats. I got that from a Brennan Bonnie rant. Like I think he said that Octonauts is a ripoff and copied elements of Wildcrats, which is bullcrap.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen this one post I made where I said I did an updated slash remastered of my top 10 favorite user list. And I switched Hillary James Lyle around because for one, I think Leah's my new number one favorite user as of now because for one, Leah also likes some of the same childhood shows as me.
That's cool.
Yeah, like she actually likes a few of the same villains as me, such as Crusher from Blazing Monster Machines, and Zeta from Shimmer and Shine, and
Oh,
a
once
few
again,
others.
Zeta. I hate Shimmer Shine, but Zeta is the only character I love
Yeah,
since
I
she's a
yeah
villain.
yeah yeah. I know that's gonna sound like an unpopular opinion, but Zeta's my favorite character. Yeah, and cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, although I will say this though, um, another good villain, in my opinion, has to be Otto from Wally. Because for one, don't get me wrong, even though he crushed Wally in the end, I think he's a pretty good villain though, because he reminds me of HAL 9000 from that one movie. And oh yeah, and the other thing about like Leah is like she also she pretty much made her own band, which honestly made me want to make my own. Like her band, if I'm not mistaken, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing this, but Regal Armory, and I called mine the Rockin' Crocs with a Z.
oh, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that soon.
Yeah, like the first song I did today is I did a cover of My Chemical Romance's "Every Snowflake Is Different" from the Yo Gabba Gabba episode of Very Awesome Christmas Special.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, even like I said before, Leah literally was inspired by me to make her own Yo Gabba Gabba Scene Recursions with her cast. And this is gonna sound pretty cool, but she has Simon Smoke as her version of Muno.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah. Alright, speaking of which, I don't know if I'm gonna do clips of Gaga Gaga Hey. Oh yeah. But the good news is, imagine, oh god, that would be funny. Gaga Gaga Hey, a very failure Christmas special. That's gonna be funny. Gaga Gaga Hey. Oh yeah. Yeah, that Christmas special was a good special. Mm.
So yeah, moving on with other members of my like cast from what I've came up with. I'm thinking for like Super Martian Robo Girl, I'm gonna end up using Judy Hopps from Zootopia since like they both are known for like helping people.
Oh yes, I have an update for my cast members of Yo Gabba Gabba.
What?
Shrub is now going to be Broby instead of Furcoin. Shrub from MSM.
I see. Anyway, moving on for like another like so yeah, this I used to for my cast I used to have this random plush dog I had as Muno's dad, but I replaced him with Lucifer from Hazbin Hotel since Lucifer for anyone who watched Hazbin Hotel knows that he's also a father and he's like funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have his daughter Charlie as my version of Jem from the episode Big. And for like band, I have let's see, for my version of band, I have Bobby Bearhug as my version of Lady Tigra, and for the Yo Dazzlers, I have Crusher, Pickle, Duck, and Bone Jangles from the Crusher Pickle from Blades and Modern Machines, Duck from Word World, and Bone Jangles from the movie The Corpse Bride.
Or about the O's Dazzlers, I think I'm going to keep them instead of replacing them.
Yeah.
Since since, yeah, that's also going to apply for Gaga Gaga Hey.
Yeah. But yeah, like the biggest thing, like since like I couldn't really find a character for the same personality as Google. Well, I could have used Eeyore, but I just decided to just keep Google as himself because honestly, I felt like it.
Well, I use Sabo from Pokemon since they're both depressed all the time, and their names kind of rhyme too. Sabo Gooble.
Yeah, it kind of does make sense.
However, Google is going to be kept in the Google episode of my cast since it's meant to be
Yeah,
scary.
it makes perfect sense. But I will definitely point this out. In one of my streams, the real AJ suggested using Gangle from the Invisible Circus for my cast, and I told them that would probably not be a good idea because Gangle in the Invisible Circus is a girl.
Oh yeah. So yeah, about my cast members for Yo Gabba Gabba. Oh yeah, like I said before, the reason why I had to pick these cast choices because they have many similarities to each other.
Yeah, I mean, some of my cast members have like some similarities too. But anyway, moving on for maybe some other like for like the pets episode with like the monkey chose, which I'm guessing are like supposed to be like these like hamster guinea pig things.
Yeah.
I'm just probably gonna choose some random pet characters.
Um, True. All right. What else? Oh yeah, for my cast members, here's of course. So yes, the reason why I have Shrub as Burby instead of Furcorn because Shrub has arms while Furcorn has no arms, so it wouldn't make sense to cast Furcorn as Burby. It wouldn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, it definitely makes a lot of sense.
However, the original should I keep the others the same?
Yeah, it would make sense since like Wubbox is a robot like Plex, Fufa and Tootie as Google Giggles and Petunia as Fufa and Tootie make perfect sense since they're both like pink and blue girls and they both have something on their head. For like Fufa it's her flower and then Tootie it's her cat ears.
Yeah, Giggles and Petunia, they have a bow and flower respectively.
Yes.
Another reason why I had them is because I don't know. I don't know, like Petunia and Petunia, they both have long tails.
Yeah.
And they're actually supposed to be based off of animals. Like Tootie was supposed to be a cat dragon like hybrid.
Yeah. And coincidentally, I'm not sure if anyone noticed like this, but out of all like the main cast members of Yo Gabba Gabba, like out of like the main six, Tootie is the only one to be an animal.
I think Muno, Fufa, and Broly are supposed to be like monster likes.
Yeah, like Muno's a cyclops, Fufa's a flower bubble, and Broly is like supposed to be a broccoli kind of monster.
Oh yeah, I think there's another reason why I had Giggles and Petunia as my cast members for Fufa and Tootie in my cast. There's a reason. There's another reason.
Oh yeah, it's because like one's like a tomboy, the other's a girly girl.
Oh yeah, I did one where they meet. Oh, fun fact, I remember doing a post one back when I despised Yo Gabba Gabba a long time ago. I asked, which pink and blue girl do you like better?
Yeah, and I said, but yeah, I mean, I still like HTF. Like, I like Giggles and Petunia since like Giggles is my favorite, with Petunia being a close second. But I think I like Fupa and Tootie the most since like I like their really positive relationship.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I did another post where the four of them prefer Paw Patrol. Oh, I mean, prefer
Yo
Yo
Gabba
Gabba Gabba
Gabba.
over Paw Patrol.
Yeah, because Paw Patrol is literally one of the worst shows I've ever watched in my life.
I agree. Also, I think at one point I had Paw Patrol as my number one hated show.
It's still my number one hated show, tied with Sydney to the Max too.
Oh yeah, I've also had plenty of number one hated show changes in the past. Let's see, like when I first joined, it was Allegra's Window. Yeah, let's see. When I first joined, it was Allegra's Window. But then eventually it got changed to Paw Patrol. Then it got changed to Dora the Explorer at some point. But I think that later it was Barney.
Yeah, because Barney is a huge child predator.
Yeah, I think that was my number one hated show at some point. And I think Peppa Pig too. That was my number one hated show at some point too.
Mm.
And then there was Dragon Tales. No, I was not gonna have Dragon Tales as my number one hated show, but I did do it so I can trigger Dr. Blood Studios. But I no longer hate him nowadays, so that
Yeah.
was from the past. So I had to make it as my number one hated show temporarily before. But yeah, thank God I regret hating it. But yeah, oh yeah, Velma. That was my number one hated show before.
Yeah, because it's literally they made like no wonder why Mindy Kaling didn't go back to voicing Disgust in Inside Out 2.
Yeah, that show ruined Mindy's career.
Okay, for Bill Hader being not being Fear in the Inside Out 2, I don't really know why that was, but
all right, The Problem Solvers. That's my current number one hated show.
yeah, because oh my god, the thing it's literally has like I feel sorry for the people that have epilepsy and they have like a seizure from watching it.
Yeah, I feel bad for them. All right, what are the number one hate shows I had in the past? I know though those were not the only one. I don't know if Secret Mountain Fort Awesome was my number one hated show before. I don't know. I don't think
Mm.
it was. Oh yeah, another reason. Yeah, I also did another post with Giggles, Fufa, Tootie, and Petunia. I did another post with those four at some
Mm-hmm.
point.
Oh yeah, like if I'm mistaken, it was the one where they see like the infamous wishy washy.
Yeah, where they react to it.
I admit, when I watched Wishy Washy as a little girl, oh my god, I was so traumatized, especially of course, the infamous scene where Petunia is the first and only character on HGF to you know what.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, one of them said, "Oh, you had a rough time in that episode, didn't you?"
Yeah, because like to tell you the truth, from people who have like those kind of thoughts, I genuinely feel bad for him because for one, I will definitely say this: my mother had made my father have those kind of thoughts. I'm just glad my dad didn't end up dying from that because my mom literally, I cannot believe she would stab me in the back after all these years.
Oh no. All right. What else? Another reason why I had them as that my cast members is because I think they both have good relationships and they're like friends,
Mm,
as evidenced in the "Sometimes We Lose" song from from the
yeah.
from the
Oh
Happy
yeah.
episode.
Yeah. Wait. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose. That wasn't that the Imagine episode?
No, I think that was the Happy episode.
No, that was Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, it was both Happy and Imagine because it was the episode Happy. It was Fufa and Tootie singing it, but in the episode Imagine, they were sung by the Shins.
Oh yeah, so they pretty much sing a Super Music Friends show song. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh yeah, another reason why I had I had them as a cast member is because all of them have cried at least twice.
Yeah.
Like for Fufa, she cried twice.
Yeah. The first one was when Muno bit her. The other time was when she dropped her fair doll in the water.
And for Tootie, of course, in the Kelfer episode, she cried after she hurt herself. And Flea
Yeah, and then
cries
of
because
course,
Jack Black was leaving.
yeah,
Giggles has cried twice too.
yeah, yeah. Like the first time, if I'm not mistaken, it was the one where I know the one I remember the most is like when they were stuck in the elevator and then she saw Cuddles died.
Yeah, I think another time is when a tsunami was gonna hit her.
Yeah, and she had like a broken leg, and then Splendid saved her.
Next
And
up
then
is
you, yeah, like and then next thing you know, in that episode, she got decapitated by a tree branch.
and next up for Petunia, I think she cried twice too.
I think the first one, I definitely okay. The biggest thing I remember her crying in was the infamous wishy washy.
I think there was one time because she lost her legs.
Yeah, I think so.
And next up, we got Flaky and Muno.
Okay, of course, the two times I remember this one. First in the episode differences when both Broby, Tootie, and even the Toast were making fun of him for wearing glasses by calling him weird. And then the other time in art is when she accidentally spilled yellow paint on Fufa's painting, and Fufa straight up snapped at him.
Yeah, and funny enough, both those incidents happened in Fufa's land, and the song "Don't Say Me Things" has to be sung.
Yeah. I literally, and of course they both have Muno crying, which just honestly, that's kind of crazy. I just thought about that.
Honestly, I just hope for Yo Gabba Gabba in season 2 an old song returns.
Oh yeah, coincidentally, another thing I just realized, both of the times that Tootie cried, it was in Moonoland.
Oh yeah, and oh yeah, another reason why I have Mudo and Flaky together is because Flaky they have something missing. Like Flaky's missing eyelashes, and Mudo is missing another eye.
Yeah, it makes sense. He wouldn't have another eye since he's a Cyclops. Cyclops have one eye, and it makes sense since they're both red, despite Flaky being a girl. I will admit this though. When I first watched ATF, I definitely thought that Flaky was a guy.
Yeah, me too. Another reason why is because I think they're both clumsy and
Yeah.
yeah, they're both clumsy at times.
Yeah.
I think another reason why is because they're scared over stuff. They can get scared over easily.
Yeah. For instance, in the episode "Scary," it was dark, and then he started just feeling scared.
Yeah, that was in Sleep too.
Yeah.
I
Oh, and
think an-
also in Train as well when he was worried about the train going too fast.
oh yeah, funny enough, the "Don't Be Afraid" song was there too. So they were forced to sing it to him.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What's next?
Hmm.
All right, Flaky, he's scared over many things compared to Muno.
Let's see. Specifically, one of them, of course, is like chickens.
Yeah, chicks.
Yeah. And then, in the one episode, she was afraid of people forcing her to do things she didn't want to do.
Oh god, that sounds like a plot to a Yo Gabba Gabba episode.
Yeah. Like for instance, in the one episode, like the one where they were going on the roller coaster, Cuddles was forcing her to get on there when she was too scared to.
Yeah. All right, what else? All right, what else? Oh, all right, what else? Else why I had Flaky as Mudo besides from being red and both them being scared over stuff.
And missing a something. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, oh, they both have teeth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I noticed that too.
Mm.
So I guess that's pretty much it for what they have in common, except
Yeah,
for missing one.
I think. Uh, well, I mean, like, well, I mean, they both have something on their skin because like Muno has those bumps on him, and of course Flaky has her porcupine quills that have dandruff in them.
true. Oh yes, I don't know. Should I? I was think. I remember this. I remember the post where my evil clone gets grounded.
Mm.
Like I remember this post. Let's see. All right, let me. Oh yeah, I do one where my evil clone gets a jar of cookies and someone says, "There's a big ball of spinach waiting for you."
Mm.
Oh, this is the funny one, the funniest one, grounded post I did.
Mm.
Oh yeah, PB&J auto crashing, stealing a car, stealing a car and crashing it into someone's house. Oh my god, that is just so funny.
Mm.